Internationally renowned author Melinda Bobis recently launched her new novel. Titled The Solemn Lantern Maker, it discusses contemporary issues facing Filipinos. Her new work draws similarities to her previous novel, Banana Heart Summer, which was published 2 years ago and also deals with the struggle of everyday life in the Philippines.
If you remember the first novel, Banana Heart Summer, while it's on food, it's more playful. It is actually about poverty. In just one street, a small town in the Philippines. This time I go to the big city, but it's like upping the ante. It's more grim, more raw than the first novel. The book, The Solemn Lantern Maker, came from my desire to expose certain stories about child prostitution, the assassination of political journalists in the Philippines. So the main image in the novel is the parol, the lantern, the star lantern, which we as Filipinos know very well. You know, we hang them at windows, and you find them everywhere.
The novel focuses on personal stories and touches on difficult issues in the Philippines.
I really wanted to write about child prostitution. I really wanted to write about a boy, the life of a boy, the small story of a child, an impoverished family, prostituted, and these stories disappear under, the bigger political issues.
But while the story is set in the Philippines, Melinda believes that everyone can empathize with the story of poverty and suffering.
I wrote the book because I was angry. I was angry about what, poverty, the violence of poverty, and beside it is the terrible corruption in the Philippines. It's so easy for the story of the child to disappear. And I guess it's that disappearance of the small story that makes me angry. There is something quite universal about human suffering. And yes, I think even if you're not a Filipino, you will be able to get into the book. Especially because everyone becomes vulnerable in relation to the suffering of a child.
Readers have praised Melinda's novel for its literary style.
One thing I do want to convey is the sheer beauty of Melinda's language, the way in which she balances her language against the stark reality of her characters' daily lives. There's something deeply human about this, as there is in the repeating tropes of storytelling.
Melinda's latest work, while providing the reader with a contemporary look on the broader political issues in the Philippines, will also help to raise funds for charity. She is donating a portion of the book sales to a children's centre in the Philippines.
It gives me great pleasure to say this book is forthwith launched.